This internet sucks. But now we're live. Look at that. All right. Should have done this before we started. Let's see us out there. Let's see how
we start over?
Nope, it's too late. We can't start over. We're doing this thing. We need to see. Oh, it says I'm live right now. Can you believe that? Let me turn that down. There we go. We live. All right. I typed this intro a while ago.
Oh, I was like, how did you type that?
Yeah, I typed this intro like 4 days ago, the first time that we were like, hey, let's do a podcast. And then why didn't we do a podcast earlier? I don't remember. There's like 3 nights we were going to do podcasts. One night I shot a buck, but we didn't even go look for it. I don't know. This is the end of our bow hunting trip. We're in Illinois. The internet sucks at this Airbnb, so looks like it's kind of hanging in there. It's a little laggy. We'll let Jairus tune that up on the podcast. Oh, I think there's a thing. There's a setting in here that you probably know how to change a thing. Public. There we go. Change audience. Jai, I did it. Hey, anyway, yeah, Jairus would be so happy that I did the thing.
All right, guys. How about we go?
What's up? I'm Dan Plata. This is a Home Service Happy Hour podcast. I got my boy Ben Smith.
I'm a man.
I got my man Ben Smith over here. This is like the 4th day we were going to do a podcast. We finally did it because our bow hunt is over. We've been here. We took a bonus day, which we've done the last couple of years. We've kind of done this Illinois rut hunting trip the last few years, bow hunting stuff. And we always like book a place from Saturday through Friday. So we have like a week long, but then we always come down Friday to Saturday. And we were able to grab the place we were staying at. And which proved to be a pretty damn good strategy, actually.
Yeah, it probably made the trip.
It was.
Can you imagine if we didn't have that first day?
If we didn't have the first day. So first, we got to recap for those that haven't tuned in, because Ben and I are both business owners. Ben owns a sewer and drain cleaning business, Marvel Sewer and Drain. He's been on the show before, so if you've ever caught the podcast or the live show, you've probably seen this guy. But we usually do 2 trips a year. The last couple of years, we've done like a Kentucky early season hunt, and then we've done a Illinois late season hunt or a rut hunt. And last year, we both just had horseshoes up our asses, and Ben shot a huge buck in Kentucky and then a really fucking huge buck in Illinois. Mm-hmm. I shot a nice velvet buck, like an old deer in.
It wasn't nice. It was super
It was gross. It was old, but it's super cool.
It was like old wrinkly balls.
Yeah, but it was cool. He was old. He was like twice the size of your buck, and then half the size of antler.
Yeah.
Like the deer was freaking huge. And then I shot a really nice buck on the last day when we were down here last year. And we know that that's not repeatable. And I think, and I always like to relate this stuff back to business. Like, we know there's things in our business where things just go right and we totally crush it. And we're like, that would be awesome if we could do that every time forever and sell that job or execute that way. What the hell are you doing?
I want to look at the comments like you are.
Oh, cool. But last year, like I said, we had horseshoes up our asses, and that happens in our business too, where times seem like everything's going right. Everybody's showing up. All the employees are showing up. The right jobs are getting sold and closed out. And then you just hit weird stretches where it's like fucking nothing goes right. And you feel like you're doing all the same stuff, but you start questioning all the stuff that you're doing. And like, have you been changing something? Is something else changing around you that you're not adapting to? And that's kind of what this year has felt like a whole bunch. Because Kentucky, we just chased big bucks around. I shot a decent buck the first day, but we just chased big bucks around. We kept seeing them, but couldn't get close to them. And I felt like we were doing the same type of stuff for the most part. And then we came here, and now we'll talk more about this and the business lessons learned. But I've hunted this spot 6 times, some public land. Ben, this is his 3rd year. So we know some areas, and you're always exploring new places, but we have a pretty good idea of places to be. And so the first we like I said earlier, we took a bonus day, did the old bonus day hunt. We came down Friday night so we could hunt right away Saturday morning, and we jumped up in some spots that we know that were good for the win that Saturday morning. And I'll say within an hour, you saw 2 big bucks and I saw a big buck, and I got a shot at my big buck, and I'll talk about that because that's a whole thing. But it was as if we picked up right where we left off last year.
Yeah, we got after it, dude. We were doing sweet stuff, having fun.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Right. You're being really quiet for Ben.
I'm just taking it in. I'm trying to let you talk about important things.
Cool. But we so we hunted that Saturday morning. Ben, I think you saw a shooter buck first.
Yep.
Maybe you saw 2 of them.
Well, I saw one.
We didn't name that one. We probably can't talk about the name of the other one.
No. We're not a Dan and Vault podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one right away, and then I got him to come back by trying to call him. And then a little buck was there, and then they both left. And then
I feel like that little buck probably was a good thing.
No, he wasn't.
I think he was because but the big buck would have never come back without that little buck.
He couldn't see him when he first came back.
Oh,
he came back.
Oh, so he got back and he was like, "Oh, it's just a little."
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, he's right there." Then he left.
Yeah, peaced out. He's like, "I'm not even."
He was like coming right for where I needed him to be.
Did you grunt in the little buck too?
I don't know where that guy came from. I was listening to him. I was talking to him. I was focused.
I'm not talking to you, son.
Yeah. I don't know, because I remember I kept looking at him because I was worried he was going to see me because he was coming out of the woods.
Like little buck?
Yeah. And I was like,
you got like, you did the Cole Sycophus where you got one eye going in each direction.
Yeah.
I'll watch you both come.
Yeah. No. So then he turned, and then I had a really good opportunity to shoot a weird buck with one side that had like a great 4 points on it, and so it would have been a really nice 8-pointer.
Mainframe 8-pointer.
But then this one was just one
just a spike.
But you see how it kind of went it looks like
it looked like it tried to make a main beam out of it, and then it just turned into a goofball.
And we all have disabilities, and that's okay.
And you passed him though.
I'm not an equal opportunity hunter. I didn't take him.
No, if you would have had the other side, you got very discriminatory.
Yeah, that wasn't very kind.
You didn't kill him.
I judged him.
Yeah, and you didn't kill him. So I feel like either way, you're an asshole.
Yeah. No.
You dick.
No, because I kill him. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah. So you're an asshole.
No, that's okay.
I mean, it's okay that you're an asshole.
No, it's okay that we kill the deers because we eat them.
Yeah. It's okay that you're an asshole too.
Yeah.
You discriminating son of a bitch. But and I mean, it was like a nice buck. If that buck a couple years ago, I shot a buck pretty similar to that, which we didn't recover, but had a sweet 8-point side, and he walked around a pine tree, and so that was the only side I could see. And then there he was, and I shot him, and that was the whole saga.
The last few bucks you got kind of had wonky racks. This is the first buck in a while you've had that.
That 10-pointer had a really nice rack last year. That was super main.
I'm just thinking
that Kentucky.
Both of them.
Well, the one I shot this year was just a 9-pointer.
Something was wrong with him.
No, he was super normal. Something wrong with you.
Nah.
No, I don't think so. But man, so we were hunting that morning. We got our spots picked out for the wind. First hour, you see 2 mature. The second one, maybe not shooter, as you'd say, but a mature buck.
If it was half light, and all I can see, if he came in from that side,
dude. If it was full light and he walked around a pine tree like a dude had happened to him a couple years ago,
I'd wait for the correct opportunity.
That's foreshadowing.
Yeah,
foreshadowing there. Anyway, so you decide not to shoot. I don't remember if I think we had that back and forth before I had even seen a deer, but I'm in the same tree that I shot.
Yeah. Because I was like, should I shoot him? Because you didn't have a deer yet.
Should I shoot him was after, because I was bumming. I was back up in the tree. You do some research, but I think it was after.
That maybe makes sense.
Because I was just like, yeah, shoot him. I'm sad or frustrated. So last year I'm sitting in a tree, and it's a funny spot because I'll say it's literally
The size of your front yard.
yeah, it's like I'm 50 yards off a road, and it's just the one tree that you can get in where like literally like the deer crossed the road right there. And I didn't see a deer cross the road this year. In fact, even that doe that hit that camera tonight
Turned back. He sat there and looked at it forever.
Did you see the one video though where a car went by?
Yeah, this is like,
He's like, no, peace. I'm out here. So no deer can come across the road, but they kind of side hill it there. There's runways, and it's all rubbed up in there, but I think they mostly do it at night. Bucks rubbing on trees and such. But so I'm just sitting there catching deer moving around, and I had seen a deer butt, and I actually think I texted you. Ben and I are probably 300, 400 yards apart.
Mm-hmm.
And
dude, we've done a lot of texting this week.
Dude, the text's gone for days. You get bored when you're sitting up in a tree for an entire day. But so I don't know, it had to be the first hour. And I'm in the same tree that I was in last year, and I shot the biggest buck of my life the last hour of daylight on the last day we were here when a big cold front came in. And so, like I said, we just had horseshoes up our asses. But I worked hard for it. Ben didn't. He shot his the first hour we were in a tree.
I did the pre-work.
Okay.
The year before, I scouted that spot, and that's where I wanted to go. And you were like, I don't want to go there when we got here. Remember that?
No.
You're like, you should go down there. I was like, nah, dude, I'm going to go here.
Dude, I have, you know how like pregnant women have babies because they don't remember how much having a baby hurts?
Yeah.
I have a great selective memory of whenever I'm wrong, I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it fucking works great for me. So I'm in that same tree that I was in last year that I killed my buck out of. And the first hour, I see a deer butt go by, and I grunt at it and call at it. And an hour goes by, and out pops a doe. And then I just see antlers coming behind her. And I think that, like, I don't know if this is a trait, all the things that go down. And I don't know if this is a trait that I see in business owners or it's a result of situations that we have as business owners that we just get to exhibit this trait. But something happens in deer hunting, especially bow hunting all the time, which is you fuck up a lot and you have tons of failure. Ben missed a deer fucking standing still at 30 yards. Missed the whole damn thing.
I did?
Yeah, you missed that doe that you shot at 30 yards. You missed the whole fucking deer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, and then we shot our bows, and Ben's bow is accurate. My bow is accurate. I actually had to tweak mine a little bit.
You're right.
But
this guy came in after.
Yeah, that one came in after.
You were right.
Yep. Well, I mean, we both.
No, now you'll remember.
Because I was right. I remember that. I remember saying that about that thing.
Can you keep going and not get distracted here?
No, I can't. I'm ADD.
I distracted you.
Yeah, that's your fault. So buck comes. The doe's out there. The buck's out there. And the doe's standing broadside at like 30 yards, and I'm full draw. I'm like, yeah, bro, come on in. And he's in thick stuff, but he's coming. And I didn't shoot him when he was there. I had enough restraint. I watched him for like a minute. He's coming. And then right when he was about to get into the opening at 30 yards, that I can hit a golf ball right there. Then the doe decided to run right at me. And she like stopped right below my damn tree. And I got all nervous that she was going to like smell me or that she saw me or something. And the buck was making his way. And then he put his head down. And when he put his head down, I had an opening. And I had been pulled back for like a minute. So I'm like, okay, well, my minute's up. And I shot. And the minute I shot, just like any deer would do ever, he picked his head up and he was like, what's that? And then the arrow hit his antlers, went into his shoulder, which I found out later did not go very far. But at the time, I was like, oh, I think I might have got him. I saw it hit his antlers, but it looked like it hit him. And then he like limped away and stopped at 10 yards broadside. Like 10 yards broadside, you could usually like throw an arrow through a deer, but you still use your bow. So I knocked another arrow real quick, which rarely do you get a chance. I still debate if I should like keep my quiver on my bow for like times like this. But I had
I know, but
it's a
like,
pain in the butt when you
mine
hang
is
it.
way better than like the one that I used to have.
Yeah,
Like it's got built
more
into it.
compact. Yeah, that would help because my bow like leans against it.
Yep.
I have my quiver there. The quiver sticks out so far. So anyway, so I've got my quiver in my backpack, but I'm able to sneak an arrow out, get it knocked, and I go to, and he's at 10 yards. He's at 10 yards. He was at 10 freaking yards.
That's 30 feet.
It's super close. Broadside with his head behind branches of all things. Like he had no idea I was there still. He was like, oh, some buck must have ran and smacked me and ran away really quick. Like what was, I don't know what he would have been thinking.
3,000.
Oh, you're doing math?
Inches.
Okay. So anyway, so he's at 10 yards broadside and I go to pull back. Like I already made one bad decision. I shouldn't have shot him where he was. He was like quartering towards me, funny angle, downward, which I killed my buck last year on a similar shot, but I was like, that's not a great shot. I'm never going to take that again. And then I waited and I was like, here he is.
We call that the Dan Plata shot now.
Dude, it's totally my shot. I've fucked that shot up a lot of times. So anyway, like I said, I didn't see where the arrow hit him. I thought it like shish kebabbed him and just went from top to bottom and went through him. But I also saw it like deflect off his antlers. I could see my arrow laying over there, so I didn't really know what happened. But I saw he was hit. And then I went to go pull back my second arrow, and it just like wet noodle off of my bow. My release failed, which here's error number 2 on my part. So first error, and again, I'm going to get to why this is like being
I'm a
business
person.
owner. Just shut the fuck up and sit back. It's my show.
Yeah.
Okay. So first shot, bad decision. Second shot was a continuity of other bad decisions, which is I knew my release was a piece of shit. I have a backup that I bought to replace it, but for various reasons, I didn't like the backup that much. So I kept shooting my shitty release that I know malfunctions because it's old and I've run it through the washer and it's a little rusty. In fact, one day in archery league, I punched myself in the face twice because it popped off and smacked me. So
archery league is at a bow shop where you could have just bought one.
But they're like $80, man.
Yeah.
So it's worth punching me in the face.
The tag that we pay here is $600, and
it's only $500. Actually, it's in the fours still in the fours. You might have bought something else while you were at it.
Tell me something about BB.
So the second arrow, he heard it. It like hit a tree because I was pulling back like this. It didn't get to him. It deflected off a tree because it just went like bloop, like it released right away. So that should have been it. He would have lived and ran and been free and healthy with one broadhead and one shoulder, but he was fine. But instead, he stopped at 35 yards then, and I knocked another arrow. And then I was thinking through the aiming, and I thought I had a good aim. But it all happened so fast, and I let the arrow. I had to shoot it through a tiny ass hole 35 yards away. But the hole happened to be right on his vitals, or like where you need to hit a hard quartering aware deer. And I nicked a twig on the way there, and I could hear it's like, unlike yours, where you hit that tree and it straightened out and clipped the top of the heart. Mine hit the tree and then deflected down and forward and skimmed the deer's belly. So instead of hitting it perfect, it took a bunch of speed out of the arrow, opened up the broadhead, and I hit him in the belly, and there was some hair there, but no blood. I didn't get him, but he didn't like it. He ran away. We probably need to talk about Joyce and how to be nice to people about tracking this deer.
Yeah.
There's a Joyce story in here. But anyway, we didn't find that buck. That buck is running around. And the moral of the story is I feel like
it's good to take opportunities when you can, but make sure it's a good opportunity before you take it.
I mean, that's
not every opportunity.
That's not the moral to me because I've already forgotten about the bad shot, and I'm going to continue to make those mistakes.
Yeah,
but I think what a business owner tends to have, I'm not saying other people don't have it, but business owners have it a lot, which is the ability to just like get over bad shit happening. Like we experience so many day-to-day failures and frustrations that getting over when shit goes wrong is just like I can't fucking do anything about it. The only thing I can do is worry about like what's right in front of me. Should I stay here? Should I move? Should I do something different? Should I get down and track it? Should I, whatever. So we have an ability, I think, from just dealing with the day-to-day stuff. It's like we don't have a job, we have a business, and we have other people's problems. So the number of problems we need to solve in a day is like on steroids. And so I noticed, like you were even texting me like, "Hey, I'm really worried about you, man. Like, you doing okay?" Like you were worried for my mental health after that. And I was just like, "Yeah, dude, I've been over it. I was over it the minute I sent the third arrow. I was just like, this just ain't happening.
What happened? Yeah.
Like I already know I fucked it up. I deserved the failure.
Yeah.
I made a shitty decision. The failure was just a repercussion of a second shitty decision. And I was like, well, I'm already over it. I'm moving on. Another buck might run by in 2 minutes. I'm going to smoke him. So we just have we have a good sense of like, that's not going to help me dwelling on that.
Right.
I'm going to this thing. I'm moving on. And we moved on and, killed a couple deer.
You did.
Had a decent recovery.
I did no killing.
I fired a lot of arrows. I fired 5 arrows while we were here.
I only did one.
You did the one.
I did have an opportunity at a person. I could have taken him.
Get you, Lee.
Yeah.
Now we're buddies. We're buddies with him.
Yeah. And he thinks
we bought his dinner.
Medium feed.
We bought his dinner.
You were like, we got it. Put it on Splitwise. And I was like, no, you were like, I got it.
Yeah, hey, I'll throw this on Splitwise. Hey, you and me.
I got it. Put it on. Right? That's literally what you did.
I realized like while I was doing it, I was like this might come across kind of like I'm trying to like put it on sea bass in the fella's head. Yeah, I did do that, didn't I?
You did do that.
Yeah,
you did.
I was there for that. I do remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So does that mean you don't think you were wrong?
Wait, did I put it on Splitwise? I might not even put it on Splitwise.
I don't know. I gotta put $10 for my case of beer on Splitwise.
Yeah, get that Busch Light on there. Why did you only buy 12 of them, by the way?
Because I just did some math and I was like, I'm gonna probably drink 2.
Yeah, but you have so much cheaper when you buy 30 of them at a time.
We gotta carry beer home. There's no beer there.
No, we put the beer in by the deer meat to keep the deer meat cold.
Oh yeah, well you could went and got your own beer. Yeah.
Could have. No, I couldn't.
Fuck yourself.
No, I couldn't have. You had
the bike with the weird shock thing.
Bad shock. So here's the other part of this entire trip. We were down here for an entire week. That was the first hour. Ben saw 2 huge bucks. I shot a nice buck that I screwed up on big time. And then the rest of the week got warmer and warmer and warmer. And so
what am I looking for here?
Splitwise. You're Splitwise. And so did you lose or something that you forgot it already? Maybe you did lose.
Oh no. Okay, go.
Yeah, I'm going. But it just got hot as hell out. And so there's also, I think this happens in our business too. Again, I gotta keep relating this back to businesses. There's like things you get excited for and you're amped.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on
Splitwise?
Yep.
How much was it? 140 or something?
Yep.
Nailed it. You son of a bitch.
It's not on it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not on there. Or is it?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Now I feel like you're lying to me.
I don't care. I'm not in it.
So again, I think this happens in our business too, which is like on this rut hunt. Rut hunts don't happen. Well, they happen in our business because we're here right now. This is our business. What am I talking about?
Oh no!
Where did I go with that? Okay, I got it. So there's a lesson involved here. So these are super fun podcasts for our entertainment only. So in the hunt, we have immediate success, which happens in business. There's people on. So we have immediate success. We're seeing deer. We're getting shots. And then it gets super freaking warm out. I mean, like, it's November 10th, and all week the highs were in the 70s, which is just not comfortable at all.
All week you were a liar.
Well,
it was like 2 days.
God, it felt like all fucking week.
It was 2 days.
It was still Wednesday. It got cool Wednesday because I was not going to.
Historical weather data.
Serious? No, it was cool Wednesday because I wasn't going to go hunting, remember? And that was when the cold front blew in, and I was like, I got to get off this coaching call, and I got to go out and chase some deers. That was the night I shot my buck. So we'll get to that story.
I don't think we will.
We better hurry up.
Right. Finally, we agree on something.
There we go. But
what am I doing here again?
You're gonna search the weather.
Oh yeah.
You're looking at historical weather, but your phone doesn't actually accept a prompt as such. So anyway, we had some immediate success. I see this actually a lot in people starting like holiday light businesses. You get some like immediate success going on, and then you hit like a weird lull of what you thought. Actually, here's where I see this happen in business is people start and they get to like 200,000 in revenue and it's them and a helper or whatever. And they have this success where like, I'm doing 200,000 in revenue and I get to keep like $100,000. So I'm going to grow this thing. Cause if I get to $400,000 in revenue, then I'm going to be making $200,000 or 600,000. I'm going to make 300, but it doesn't work like that, right? When you get to $1 million, you're still making $100,000 and you're working twice as hard. So on the hunting front, immediate success. And then it slowly got warmer out. And again, Saturday was the first day we hunted, but like Sunday got warmer. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was highs in the 70s. And finally it cooled down to like in the 60s yesterday and in the 50s today. But you go through the season, like the seasonality, right, of your business or the seasonality of whatever the hell this
3 days
weather this was. It's 3 days of highs in the 70s. But even Sunday was like getting warmer and up in the upper 60s, wasn't it?
64.
Middle 60s.
We did at 79 was our highest high.
Holy shit, it got to 79.
Well, wherever this place is, which is
where are you? Where's that?
Grove City, Illinois.
Close enough.
It's gotta be, right?
We're in Illinois.
Yeah.
So it must be close.
Do you know that if you're from Michigan, you can go like this and tell people where you live?
Yeah, because they're shaped like a mitten.
Yeah.
Wisconsin is the exact same.
No, it is not.
Yeah, dude. Door County and then the rest of the state. Wisconsin's more of a fucking hand than Michigan.
No, it is not.
Michigan's more of a mitten. Wisconsin's more.
Okay, I would agree that's a mitten. Oh, that's right. That's why. That's because you guys' baseball team. See, you guys are trying to be the left hand. Left hand's a dirty hand.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of hand? It's like it's like an.
No, dude, that's Michigan up there. Michigan's the thing that makes it look stupid.
What?
Yeah, man. It's just like that. It's more of a sideways hand. I mean, like
it's like a hand.
Don't go there. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't go there, man. This is not a place to do that. Oh man, what were we talking about?
Is the hand holding a beer?
Yep. That's what it is.
And then you actually squeeze it. That's what Upper Michigan is.
So now in hindsight, you didn't shoot a deer. You missed the one little yearling that you shot at. But do you regret not taking the frontal shot at 30? Because again, this is like something we have to do in our business all the time. Like, should we start that? Should we hire that person? Should we fire that person? We got to we constantly are rethinking everything because we're just making all these decisions all the time. So now, having gone an entire week and not shot a deer, would you go back and either take that frontal shot at the buck?
We never told him I had a front shot.
No, but
so I had a shot at a big buck to shoot him in the chest.
Which
is I'm new to deer hunting and I'm not supposed to do that, so I didn't do that. It just doesn't end well. Everybody. The fuck do you mean? Who said that?
I don't see anybody saying that. I see people shooting frontal shots all the time.
Where?
Hunting Public does.
Oh, that's because they went to the ranch fair and got some like.
I've killed 3 deer that way.
Yeah. How many have you not killed that way?
I've never shot at one that way and not killed it. I've only shot at deer that way 3 times because you don't get that shot very often.
Yeah.
And you don't, and I've only taken it 20 yards.
Well, also that when I had that opportunity, I still thought he was going to keep coming forward, and that little buck came out.
Little buck screwed you up. That's right.
Mm-hmm. But no, I don't. So I don't regret not doing it because I didn't want to do it at the time, and I still don't really want to. I rather have waited. I also thought that we had more opportunities still, So the only thing I regret is not thinking about how much the deer were going to be affected by the heat and the weather. If I would have thought about
last year
that,
it got super hot too, but you tagged out the
right?
first day
I
last
wasn't
year,
here for
and
that,
so
yeah,
you
at all.
you're here.
I was here.
You weren't in a
I
tree.
was just cleaning the house and stuff.
You did a great job cleaning last year, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So no, I have the regret that if I would have, I think I could have known that the deer hunting was going to be worse with the weather that we were having, but it was just
that
like
piece of your assessment. What you question.
Yeah, because we were just on such a high when it was just like so much deer right away. We were like, oh, this is great. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good trip. And I didn't think about what the heat's gonna do. So
yeah,
if I would have thought about that, then I would have shot the deer.
The head-on one?
Yeah, no, the old one.
The old
wonky dude.
I
would have shot him.
Yeah.
But if I would have, if I wouldn't have known, I didn't know. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even really know. You know, because I wasn't hunting last year. Yeah. So no, I don't have any regrets. It's all experience. You got to learn.
Yeah. And so I think that's the struggle that I always have is I would rather.
Is that dog back?
It's super dark out there. How would you have seen anything?
It's that something.
Maybe it's a deer cannibalizing on the deer.
Okay, go.
But I would struggle with I think I would have rather taken the 30-yard shot than not. Which I'm an aggressive shooter, and I'll try to slip an arrow in there, and I'll try to take that shot, which sometimes ends in failure, but sometimes ends in success. And if I didn't take that 10-yard shot, and then the doe smelled me and they blew out, I would have regretted that more than I regret shooting them and not having it work out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So it's just such an in the moment sort of thing. And then fast forward to Wednesday night when I did shoot that buck, things were cooling down. I did and I think this is also depending on the type of hunter you are. The term trophy hunter likes to get thrown around, which is it's like a stupid derogatory thing that non-hunters use to bash hunters that like to shoot bigger animals. I'll say, I don't know any hunter that actually uses the term trophy hunter. It's just not. We use the word trophy as
no. What you're talking about is like everybody talks. Every little cult talks about every other little cult. You know, it's I bet the people that I bet the people that are the trophy hunters, the guys that are only looking for monsters, and then you and I are here.
Yeah. Give me my beer.
Dude, no, this is mine.
Get out of here.
Oh.
God.
I'll take another one.
Really? You
can
grab a full one right there.
No.
So you have
what are they talking about?
You're talking about what were you talking about?
Can we rewind?
No, you gotta remember what you're talking about. I can't tell you on that. You gotta remember. Here. Can't believe you stole my beer, but I did bring you another one.
Rewind it.
Yeah, but we're still live, so you're trying to rewind it live.
Yeah.
Good luck. But so Wednesday we went out, and I wasn't even gonna go because I had work to do, and I had shot. Did I shoot that other deer Monday? I shot a little buck fawn.
You talk about wanting to take your tag away from missing that deer. That's something in there.
I was debating if I should, because I hit one, if I shouldn't go try to shoot another buck because I already had hit one. I think if I wouldn't have found that second one, I would have cut my tag up and been like, I'm done wounding bucks. If I wouldn't have found the second one I shot.
Where are we at here?
We're talking about killing a deer.
Yeah, I know. That's how we finished.
No, no. I was trying to debate why wasn't I going to hunt Wednesday? Oh, because I had work
real
stuff.
Job now.
Yeah, I had work stuff. I had coaching calls, and I was trying to figure out if I was also cleaning the deer because I kind of skipped over the fact that I shot a little buck fawn that I thought was a doe. Little
Yeah.
antlerless deer.
Yeah.
Little tasty one for the freezer. That one I don't regret. That one's like a bonus. Did you switch beers?
No.
You got a stupid look on your face. Like you
Okay, because there's a mildly inappropriate story because you keep saying bonus and I keep thinking about it. So when we were kids, me and my brother,
how mildly inappropriate is this?
It's juvenilely.
Okay, let's go. Send it.
He was like a little kid, and I was a little kid, and he could not say the word boner.
That is a bonus.
And it came out as bonus. and we called those bonuses for a long period of my life. And you keep saying bonus day. And I was just like, whoa.
You had your own inside joke going for the whole episode.
So now you're in.
Yeah.
You're in.
Thanks for getting us all in on your bonus inside joke.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Oh, man. All right. So anyway, shot my bonus deer.
Boner.
No, bonus.
Oh,
it's a bonus deer. Well, Jai, edit that to be some sound effect or a different word. We could do the word sub game. We talked about doing on a show.
They should do bonus for the word.
Oh yeah, it should be
like
bonus. Yeah, every time
when I'm explaining it would be like, oh yeah, he couldn't say bonus, so he said bonus.
Be a time loop for sure.
Time loop.
So Wednesday we went out. It was like warm, and all of a sudden it got cold. I mean, like while we're in the trees, which it does, but usually like cold sets in, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I think I'm chilly. But in this case, it was just like, oh man, the temperature just dropped 10 degrees right now.
This house just smells like farts.
It does, doesn't it?
It's like every time you move.
Maybe it's you, man. Maybe you just
dude.
Maybe it's just the way you smell right now.
Oh, maybe, but no.
I'm sure you got pretty sweaty.
Yeah, no, it's not me.
You sure?
Positive. I gotta go boom it up. So
maybe it's me. Is it me? I've been clean and ruddy buck. All right. So anyway, I'll keep telling my story while Ben composes himself. So Wednesday I went out and I wasn't gonna go, but I ended up going. Sit down.
I had to undo my belt because I ate too much.
Did you really? You're going Thanksgiving mode?
No, I got too many layers. I still got my thermals on.
Oh God, you must be hot as hell. You must just be awful.
Yeah.
All right.
Playing wrong.
So Wednesday we went out.
No, we were on Thursday.
Wednesday's when I shot my deer.
Yeah, but you moved to Thursday. You told all this.
No, I did.
I know.
You're just living in the future, man.
I know.
Yeah. So Wednesday went out. I wasn't gonna go out. Decided to go out because we saw this cold front moving in a little earlier than originally predicted.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet we had the same buck run underneath us, a little buck that was licking Ben's sweat off of nearby shrubbery.
Yeah, that was really weird.
He likes the smell of farts, apparently.
There's a farter between us.
Yeah, but you're the one that smells like a fart right now.
No, it is this
No,
couch.
it's definitely you,
this couch.
Dude,
I think
whoever
there's a
smelt
poop
it dealt
underneath
it, man.
Okay.
Like, play by the rules.
No.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
Well, this little buck. Here's a business lesson. My name is Ben Plana. All right, business nerds. So this little buck.
No, that was my old show.
Oh, business geeks.
No, it's home service homies.
Home service homies.
Well,
it's HSA. You should get it should be something cooler.
Okay, I'll work on it. You're not good at spelling, so it just doesn't matter that much. Keep going with your business lesson.
Oh, and the little buck. Okay.
Yeah, little buck business lesson.
So when you're new in the business, okay. Oh, Green Bay. I forgot I'm being you. I got it now. I'm back. Green Bay Packers are number one.
Bush Light.
I'll sponsor me. When you're new and you're in business and you're just trying to figure stuff out, you don't know what's going on. Just as like this little buck.
Yeah,
he didn't know what's going on. He came right in on my scent or yours, one of ours, because he was between us.
Yeah. He backtracked me to you.
Well, he came to me and he hung out like a ton, and we have these little ropes hanging off our steps, and he was like about to lick that. Like he was just, and then he kind of like looked at me like this, like, whoa. And
Hey, big man.
And he was just like mid-size.
Oh yeah, you're medium. Yeah.
And so
you're one of those average 280 pound people.
75. And so like, you know, you don't know what you're. Oh wait, I'm you. We forgot. I'm you. So
you forgot.
He's looking my thing, and hold on. So so look, and then I was like, no, you gotta go 200 yards this way. And then my dad's beeping in. Yeah, so I gotta say this whole story over again.
Where are you going with this? Oh God. All right.
I have no idea. But look,
that hand. When you did the hand thing, man, that was good. So the year and a half buck, little forky guy, runs.
I'm back.
He was bad at being a deer, man. He's not gonna make it very long. Or maybe he'll just keep getting passed up. Maybe he'll just keep growing. Maybe he's got to figure out. Maybe it's a bigger deer and he just grows a really small rack so nobody shoots him. He might be onto something. But he scooted around. I'll say.
You know what's weird, dude?
No.
I got to bring it to one thing, right? So this says we got one viewer. Is that you?
Could be.
Okay. We both have wives that are supposed to love us. Oh, now there's two. What was one of the one wives?
One of the one wives.
One wife was watching, and then the other, and then she was like, "Oh, he's gonna call you out."
Yeah.
And then they called. They're watching.
Yeah. They're conspiring.
Yeah. But yeah, where are the wives?
I don't know. I talked to mine earlier.
Yeah, but why doesn't nobody care about us?
I think they're probably just sick of us.
We haven't even been there.
We've been here for 42 minutes.
Oh, I was talking about at home.
Oh.
We're talking about our wives?
You said anybody. I guess they're anybody.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused now.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. So we're talking about Wednesday night.
How are you able to remember between my things? That's a skill. Like when I interrupt you, bam.
And then I got to come back to it?
Yeah.
Because I host a show, dude. That's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
You got to bring people back.
You got to bring it back.
So here we were. It was Wednesday.
Oranges.
Dude, we got to talk about Joyce.
Yeah.
Let me tell the deer kill story, and then we'll talk about Joyce. That was fun. So Wednesday, I ended up going out. Wasn't going to go out. Decided to go out. And 10 minutes, little bucks running around 10 minutes before dark, maybe. Mm-hmm. And Ben texts me, because we text about 78 times on average when we're just in a 2 to 3 hour time span. 70 to a billion.
Because I don't know who else is also not doing jack shit right now.
I know Dan's over there, and he's staring at his phone playing a game or waiting for doing nothing, looking at where he's gonna hunt tomorrow.
Because his wife sucks. As a deer walks by,
he's looking around at his phone, looking for the next spot. You guys all know you do the same thing. But Ben texts me, he's like, "Are you gonna rattle or call or make some noise at all?" And I wasn't. It was just
you were like, "Nah."
I just mailed it in. Oh, that's the thing that you didn't know what I was saying, right?
Well, what I do know is that it was a great plan and it got you your deer, and you were just like, "Nah."
Yeah, not after I did it. Before I did it, I was like, I don't think I'm going to. And then I think I texted you back. I was like, why don't we both rattle?
Oh yeah, it is what happened. And like, it is so funny, like how like I did like not much calling at the end of the night tonight because I was like, I just don't want to mess it up if it's happening. You know what I mean?
I don't want to screw it up. I won't do anything.
I don't know if it's happening or not. And then I also don't know if what I do screws it up or not.
Yeah.
But like, they're definitely one of them is doing something wrong. Anytime I'm not killing a deer.
Whichever one I chose to do this time was clearly the wrong thing for this time.
Yeah. It's only worked out like twice for me. So
But so I ended up with like no daylight left.
Oh, dude, it was a wife. We have zero view. Oh, we had a zero for a minute. That means that we've had a consistent one.
Wow.
It could be one of the wives. The person's not talking. Maybe one of our wives what if it's your wife and she loves me? Or it's my wife and she loves you?
It's not.
That'd be bad.
It's just not.
I mean, it might be interesting.
That'd be interesting. That'd be pretty fucked up.
That's different. That's neat.
That's cool. So Ben suggests some calling. I do some calling, and like almost, I wish you could have heard it because I think you'd have been like, what in the actual fuck are you doing over there? Like,
I've heard you give her.
I was making a song. I had a rhyme going. I had a cadence going. And then I relaxed because you kind of do this thing. You become like your own boy who cries wolf a little bit. You do this thing, and then you do it so many times and no deer show up. So you just don't believe that deer are going to show up.
Never going to show up.
And so I do all this calling. I throw my antlers down, and then I don't remember if I did this or if I might have grabbed my phone. And then 5 seconds later, I'm like, I should really like be ready for something to happen.
Yeah.
Which business lesson here? We do this all the time where we like spend a bunch of money on marketing or some investment that we're going to make. You're getting worse at doing the pinky thing. That was pretty good. Here, let me give you a visual of what it looks like.
All right, you might understand, blah.
Do I know that low dog?
Not when
when I'm mimicking.
If you go normal,
me.
Yeah. Okay, go back.
Bring it back. So doing the rattling, which you don't expect to work because you do it so many freaking times.
Yep.
And then I rattle. I don't remember what I did with my hands. I did the armpit thing, like Mary Catherine Gallagher. Did you smell?
Okay, you did something. Okay, go.
So I had the thought, but I don't think I executed on it right away. I had the complete thought of, I should maybe grab my bow and put my release on the loop just in case something runs by. And I don't know, that took me 4 seconds to say. 5 seconds.
That right there is the reason thumb release, because you just leave the thumb release on there. You can't miss the whole handle.
Well, I mean, I was still thinking about grabbing my bow. It wasn't about getting the release on. It was just
but that seems like a bad design. Okay, let's go back.
Grab my bow. I mean, like you had to crawl down a tree last year to get both of your releases because you dropped both of them. That has never happened to me. I have left my release on the ground.
I have a grappling hook, which I did not have with me today, and I needed, but I made one.
But so about the time I have this thought, and like I can talk it out in 4 seconds, the thought probably happens in a fraction of a second. And whatever fraction of a second that was before it finished, a buck was running at me.
Yeah.
And was probably 40 yards away, like coming down the
I think you set up there. I think he was bedded there.
He might have been bedded in there.
I think there was a doe behind him. He was like, dude, you want to do this? You coming for my girl?
Maybe. I mean, the way he ran in, I mean, all of a sudden he was just there. No, if he was bedded there, I mean, he could have been bedded there, but maybe like 200 yards away, depending on when he decided to start running. I mean, because I called for 30 to 45 seconds.
Oh my God. Okay, now it's even funnier in my head. If he was like 300 yards away.
Like a movie from Monty Python where he's just running towards the castle over and over again. So he came barreling in, and it was like before I could finish the thought about grabbing the bow and getting ready, I was like, shit. And then I had to grab the bow and get ready. So I got it, and he ran through at where it was half light, I'll say, getting dark out. But I could still see all my pins. I could still see the deer. I couldn't tell with him running. I couldn't tell how big he was, but I knew with pretty good certainty that he wasn't the forker.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see where the forker went, but this was a bigger body deer, and a forker wouldn't run into that calling that I was doing unless it's real crazy, and it was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe could have been, but it just looked bigger than him. So he ran in, and before I could like think about it, I was just at full draw, and I didn't contemplate if I was going to shoot him. I was just like, I can't not shoot this deer.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ran in, it was freaking sweet, and if he's big, if he's small, if he's a deer, we're gonna be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I popped him, but he just didn't run away like he was hit where you'd want to hit him. And I could see we have lit knocks. which means like the back of your arrow glows right after you shoot it. So you can kind of trace it with your eyeballs a little better. And I could see I hit him like a little low and back. It wasn't where I wanted the arrow, and I knew the point wasn't good. Like whenever they run in really fast, you pull back and it's like, I put this in the corner.
Well, when I shot at
this on my nose.
Yeah, when I shot at the doe that I shot at,
yeah,
I closed the wrong eye. I was like, and then I was like, wait, I was like, even like this. I
don't know how to use my body anymore.
Yeah.
Then you close the wrong eye and lean past your straight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Flop.
You're gonna go down.
Yeah.
But so it was such a reactionary thing where it was like I didn't think about if I was gonna shoot it. I just shot it. And like no decision happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there was never a doubt. The minute there was a deer running in, like it could have been a doe fawn running from something else. I'd have smoked her. It was just like, there's one. I'm gonna get it.
Ben smoked.
Ben smoked. No, Ben Smith.
No,
Smith.
It's Ben Smoten.
Smite.
That's from
the
Maui.
In the thing.
No, his name is Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, so shot that buck. We get it. We get it. So it's so funny how there's a business lesson in here somewhere, but you can make it up for yourself. Quit making fun of my pinky. It's just the way my finger is because it broke a long time ago. But you go from the things that are disappointing and frustrating, and you just know you got to put them behind you. And then all of a sudden, like
this podcast for most of you
people. We're dropping on everybody. Yeah. But then like 2 seconds later, a deer's like trying to knock your tree down, right? Yeah. An opportunity comes, and it just seems like it comes around and you go through the ups and downs, but the ups, like in our case last year, the ups are not always realistic and not always repeatable. Mm-hmm. And you know you're going to get some, but you know you're going to have probably more downs or more at least even times. And then the downs, like you had a tough week. Mm-hmm. You sat a lot of fucking time and just didn't see deer.
Yeah, and in the time of year where you're supposed to see all the deer. Mm-hmm. Expectations not met.
What now? It's not like we're idiots. I mean, we're totally idiots, but it's not like we're idiots that aren't adjusting and trying to find the deer. Like we have cameras out, we have trail cameras out, and so we're getting plenty of pictures of deer
at the nighttime
when we can't be in the woods. So they're moving.
We can be in the woods. We just aren't supposed to shoot them at nighttime.
Killing them at nighttime,
which is tricky.
Can be, since they like to be moving around in the nighttime.
And they can see better. We cannot.
Yeah. It's not fair. It's not fair. But anyway, so it was we got 2 deer in the freezer, literally in the freezer, because Ben brings the chest freezer with on these trips, which is great. It's gonna be
I like a nice chest freezer.
But I feel like it was like a super fun trip mixed with some weird disappointments, and now we got like a flat tire.
Yeah,
rocking. It just feels exactly like running a business.
Yeah, dude.
Just ups and downs,
figure it out, and
your buddy grabs your beer that you just opened and starts drinking it. I don't want that one. I already licked it, so now you're licking it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, why?
Good.
No, you didn't.
Good. I did it in there.
Why?
Because I knew you were going to do that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Here's business lesson. Don't lick things.
That doesn't mean you're a terrible, serious Dan Plata.
So are you.
That's actually probably true. All right. Are we done with this? Oh, Joyce.
Dude, is that ceiling wavy?
It's some bad. Look at behind you. It's some very poor drywall.
How does it even get like that, though?
Bad tape jobs. It's bad tape job.
That is what it is. No, why would there be 1 million seams? Those are rafters. Is the ceiling falling in?
Yeah, probably, man.
Oh, guys,
we gotta worry
here's
about.
A business lesson. This is a VRBO. It's also an Airbnb.
Is it on there now?
Yeah. Cool. Business lesson here. Make sure that whoever you're having do work on your place of your business in any, so this could be your marketer guy or your.
Why'd you go into Dan Plata mode?
I don't know, 'cause I just felt good about it. I felt
You're
like I
getting
had something.
serious? Okay, go for it.
Okay. So it'll be your marketing guy. Maybe your bookkeeper, if that's me. Nope, never mind. But but if it's one of those other guys, okay, look. So here's the lesson. So if you run your business like this staircase that is up into my bedroom,
It's a corkscrew, man.
So I got a spiral wooden staircase that goes up to my bedroom, and there's just no door now, right? So like if I'm trying to have,
you don't have a door, and then anytime I come down here and make noise,
yeah,
I'm waking your ass up.
And if I was like trying to have a private moment, dude, there's no door all the way up to the toilet.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no more. It's super weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm
you have no privacy.
No privacy. Also, my patio door, I thought I was really messed up there, like trying to figure out how this patio door works, because like it's backwards, the screen and then door, like it's installed backwards. Because like I was up there trying to figure out how to work the door, and I had
the screen.
No,
come on.
I can't remember what's happening. Like the screen was closed, and I wanted to close it for the night when I went to bed, but I couldn't figure out how to get to the door because like the screen was closed, and I was like, oh wait, why do
I can't get.
I was like, oh, I have to open well, of course you got to open the screen first, dude. Like on a house window, the screen's inside.
Yeah.
But at a door, screen's on the outside.
Only on the newer models. Ours is on the inside still in our house.
Your patio door, the screen's on the inside?
Yep. But
your door was installed backwards.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. No, because it's vinyl on the outside and wood on the inside. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but what side is the lock on? Mine, I can lock you out of my deck.
You're locking me out of your deck.
All the kids love my dick. You see that? You see that?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Oh God. Yeah.
Where were you going with all this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, it's a business lesson. Yeah, sometimes you're over here and they're an ADHD. Oh, yes.
There's a business lesson there. That's actually pretty good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, dude. With our powers combined, we are Captain Planet. He's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
There you go.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. What are we gonna do? No, here's the business problem is what are we gonna do different next time? Next year, assuming we come back around the same time. We can't control the weather.
Well,
we can only control how we react to it.
For it.
We can pray.
What are we gonna do next time?
We can dance.
If I want to, leave my friends behind. Okay, guys. Here's this lesson. So next time, what I would do different, I'll be honest, right? I have no fucking idea. Wait, I got it. Next time, planning and forethought is what. Okay, the correct answer to that is, I got it. It's gonna sound good. Edit all that other stuff out. Can we rewind? Can we go back?
No.
Okay. Next time, I will use the experiences that I've gained from this, from
right now,
in the now time.
Yeah.
In the future time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. It sounded really good in my head.
That's just what everybody does with everything.
Right. That's literally what you're asking me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's not what I'm asking you. That's what your answer was.
Right. Well, you're asking me like, what would I do different? And I'm saying like I'd use what I do now.
Yeah, that's
like
I'm like a politician.
Yeah.
You went political.
Yeah. So what I do different is if on the forecast it had this warm weather coming up, I'd know, okay, stuff's gonna slow down.
So would you hunt less? Scout more? Like you talked about scouting.
Well, one,
do more prep.
I might have shot the good side, ugly side buck, right?
Yeah, but you still
Probably not.
You wouldn't have had that hindsight, right?
Well, I would, because I know that, like, if warm weather is like this, like in the rut, I'm just going to assume that this happens every time.
Okay, I gotcha. Yep.
Right? You know what I mean?
You're right.
So I might have shot at him. I would have had some more weight there.
Mm-hmm.
And during the day, we should have hunted it like we do, like outside of the rut, where it's like we just hunt evenings and mornings, which we kind of did, right? You know, but
effectively what we.
But like, I feel like we sat too long some of them days.
For sure, given the fucking lack of movement.
Right. You know, so like I also needed to remember that, like, I want to be who I am and I want to go do weird new things. Emily. Hopefully, okay, only one of the wives are currently watching. So
bonus.
And so I wanted to like push through bedding zones and like bump deer out and try to come up behind him or whatever. And I didn't, because status quo says sit all day. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't want to push deer out when there's random dudes doing it anyways, right during the middle of your hunt.
Lee.
We don't even know his last name. Lee the Gator Man.
Lee Gator Man.
Well, he said he was going to listen. What if he's the one viewer?
That'd be cool. What's up, Lee? You almost shot him. Not almost. You threatened it, though.
I was here. So you don't talk about the things you do.
Be cool, man.
Be cool, girl. You
didn't almost shoot him.
No.
You joked about it, though.
Yeah. That's how you make friends.
Yeah.
See how much they can take. And he can take a lot.
Yeah, he had dinner with us. That was a lot. Yeah.
We have 2 more long stories, and I'm done, dude.
We didn't even get to Joyce yet.
We have Joyce, and we should talk about Lee.
We'll do a podcast with Lee. We'll have Lee on for a podcast. We'll do it that way. We're not gonna have Joyce on for a podcast.
Maybe.
No, it's just gonna be you telling Joyce stories the whole time, which is what happened when we were in person. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't throw me under the bus.
I'm not gonna say it. But the all that would happen is you'd be like trying to impress Joyce. You were like, Joyce, I'm gonna tell you 10 terrible stories and 1 good story.
Yeah.
And you're waving your boozer like this while you're talking to her. You were schmoozing Joyce hard. Joyce owns some private land that my buck ran onto that we wanted to go track and see if he made it, doing our due diligence. And Joyce was very clear with us that nobody's allowed to go on there or access that. And this one time, but only once, would she let us go on it. And we were pretty thankful about that.
Yeah,
she was clearly pretty tight about it. And then when we got back in the truck,
no, you offered to give her some meat as a thank you.
Oh yeah, good way to fill that in.
Yep.
So we didn't find the deer, and we kind of knew.
No, you didn't finish the story of the meat.
Yep. So.
Oh yeah, you were there.
I know where you're going with this. There was a reason why I was going to take it where I was going to take it, though.
So then Joyce said, well, we don't eat meat, we're vegetarians.
She did say that.
And then, now you continue the story.
Okay. So we were leaving her place before we even started looking for the deer, I think. Mm-hmm. We were like, we need to go get Joyce. Like, normally if somebody let you track, you'd either get them like a case of beer. I didn't picture Joyce to be a beer person. Or you'd like give them a backstrap or something from the deer if you find it. We didn't find the deer. We didn't think we'd find the deer. I don't envision dropping a 30 rack of bush lights off at Joyce's house.
And we wanted to give it our best shot, you know. So
yeah, we were very much hoping that it would turn from a you never get to access here again to we have at least a shot at accessing, because it's an area where a deer is going to go. It's downhill and right off the public, so it's a common area. I'm sure we're not the only people that have asked. But so we're like, we should get her a veggie tray or something like that. Like we were like half joking.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh no, like we should totally get her a veggie tray and a fruit tray. And at some point you had asked her right off the rip if like, do you think you eat Beyond Burgers or like I don't remember.
I said something about like how the burgers
she was a vegetarian.
Yeah.
You said something about Beyond
Burgers. But I brought it into it. Yeah. How did I say that?
I don't know how you will like you're just like, oh, you eat those Beyond Burger things?
No, I think it says something about like, oh no, we respect that. I don't know. Yeah.
We were trying to like ease off of like oh, you don't eat meat, you're a vegetarian, like you probably hate us. Let me like figure out what you like. Let's find some common ground.
Let's talk about your interests.
Once.
Yeah.
Tasted fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, that is kind of what it was.
Yeah. It was a weird like, oh, like easy now. Whoa, hey.
I'm just so smooth.
We're just trying to be cool here.
Yeah.
And so we tracked that deer for a couple hours, ran out of blood, like very predictable to where I hit it and what we thought was going to be. And then we kind of had a timeline with Joyce. She was like, when we left, we were going to see her the next morning. Because she was like, I want to hear back.
And we didn't want to go back that night. So I was like, oh, it's going to take us a long time. And she's like, oh. Which actually, think about it, we could walk around her whole property in like an hour. And I try to give us like 4 hours.
I mean, sometimes tracking deer does. I mean, we tracked that one at Jerry's for.
Yeah.
It just depends on the blood trail. But so we ended up back at Joyce's that night. We made it seem like we were gonna come back the next morning, kind of depending on what we saw. We didn't find it. We kind of knew we weren't gonna find it. We had plenty of time before like dark to run to town and back. So we went and got her a veggie tray, a fruit tray, and a rack of Beyond Burgers.
Yeah.
And we dropped off, and she was pretty pleased.
She was incredibly pleased. She like instantly warmed up, and she was like bashful about it.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
we didn't get any further confirmation though that we'd have access to track deer on there in the future.
Well, I don't think she'd send us to prison next time.
You're right. The first time, we bought us one get out of jail free card.
Yeah, we didn't buy like a hey you can come in, or we didn't get a hey you can come in card.
Yeah,
it was just like hey you get out of jail free now.
Yeah,
and if I ever see you here again, I will murder you.
I bet Joyce would hire somebody to murder us. I don't think she could do it herself.
She could do it, dude. She was stone cold killer.
Right off the rip, she was. But then the minute we brought her veggies and fruit,
dude, it was like
she thought we were the two cutest. We just turned into adorable puppies.
Yeah, no, we were like Boy Scouts from the Up movie.
Oh yeah. That was us.
Yeah,
and then you were just a really talkative one.
Yeah, I gave probably too many stories to Joyce. Like the last two should have gone down.
So you would have stopped at 45.
Yeah. 47 was a bad choice. I should have known.
Yeah, those were the ones that got her. But no, we must have talked to Joyce for.
Honestly, like 45. 50
I was gonna say it had to be almost an hour.
Oh man, remember how I brought the oranges back 3 times? Well, it was like orange, bring it back.
You did pretty good. You could have almost hosted a show.
I was gonna say I could host your mom, but your mom might watch, and that's gonna be weird.
That'd be weird. Yeah, that'd have been a good like joke back in the early 2000s or maybe late 90s was when that one was coming.
What do you mean? Like your mom still looks good?
Is a joke?
No. See, I'm trying to make it like you're insulting your mom, and then the joke
was that
I
know.
I should have.
But I didn't want you to. I didn't want to have a reply that went along with your joke. So
But I won.
Did you?
We could run it back at some point.
We'll have to get a vote from the 12 people that are watching.
1.
Oh, I just imagined the 2. Well, let's wrap this up. What did we learn? What are we going to do different next time? We're going to play it different if we believe the conditions to be different.
Just keep using past experience to
gotta be more patient, man. I just get so freaking excited.
Well, that's what it all comes to, is you got to remember what you did before and learn from your mistakes.
and your successes.
Yeah. And it's not even learn from your mistakes. Yeah. It's experience. How can you recall that? Actually, that's interesting. Like, how can you remember to recall the right experiences to make the decision at hand?
That's really weird. Mine was really interesting when I shot that buck Saturday morning. I literally was consciously thinking like, wait. And then like some physical thing took over and was like, there's vitals. Like he opened it up and he did like one of these things and he just, all this was open. And I was just like, Daddy's got to eat. Like I felt like I was a predator. I just saw muscles and I was like, get him.
Mm-hmm.
Bad decisions.
Yeah, a lot of inappropriate thoughts.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I don't know why. It doesn't even like play that well into it, but yeah.
Good job. Good restraint. Way to be patient. Did you switch beers again on me?
No.
Yeah, right.
No, I promise. It's not in the video. I'm doing well because of the last time.
All right.
All right, business nerds.
We did a good job. We made some
content.
content.
A half shell. Their power.
Yeah. That's cool.
I gotta go. We still gotta shut that garage, dude. The garage is open.
It's still open?
Yeah, dude. We have a lot to do.
All right. We got a lot to do. Home service homies. Thanks for hanging out.
Home service homies. Mr. Dude, will you do that from now on? Can that be your sign on?
No, that's not my.
Oh, Dr.
All right, guys. Until next time, work smarter and harder. Don't be like Ben. And we'll catch you guys next week.
All right. Is it over?
You're over.